Right. This is further adventures in Factorio, and I was I, I was researching into megabase, and one of the things they say of megabases is you need UPS friendly, and I forget what the difference between UPS and FPS is, but you need UPS friendly means of production. So generally, nuclear power. The only power that's favoured in a megabase is solar panels, as they're far less processor intensive. Until this mod came up, which is fusion power. So you got like nuclear fusion theory, and then you got basic deuterium extraction, which there's some things there, and got some pipes. I quite like this. It's saying gas millions of degrees of heat can't be contained by iron pipes. John learns the hard way. Yeah, so you've got new pipes, fusion reactor, deuterium plasma, a plasma thrower, nice, fusion heat exchanger. So I think what I might do is I'll take a nuclear reactor and just upgrade things for fusion reactors. Hopefully this and this are the same size. Deuterium fusion. Now the thing is, if you keep okay, well, what did you write? Right, but if you keep going down this route, you've got like gas mixing, deuterium fusion. You've got some things here. A lot of research involved. You will need to make a base for this, but eventually you get to this point where you get a neutronic reactor. The reactor can have much higher temperatures and pressures required for aneutronic fusion. So fusion without neutrons, like in the star. And then you get direct energy conversion. Great. So you just put fuel in and get electricity out. No need to do steam turbines or anything like that. And then there's all this research. You've got a pure fusion bomb, small fusion weaponry, deuterium decay to helium-3, hydrogen ionization. Antimatter power is still in beta. You can disable it at startup mod settings. Particle acceleration, antimatter theory. Then we got all this stuff here. So eventually, what you get a antimatter energy. And that's using a form, another science pack which I don't recognise. But anyway, so I got that research, and then I also did another research where I don't think it was actually in the research. It's just a case of any ore can be converted into landfill now, and I installed a mod similar to concrete called landfill creep. So with these roboports, if it's in range, let's bring up the logistic network. So it should start saying here, put landfill in these areas. Put any area that's green, landfill will come in. This might create some issues with the walls. Yes, we can see there that there's a slight issue with the wall. So let's just put some more there, like so. Let's copy these bits. Oh, they're slightly askew, but I don't think that matters too much. And then we'll just copy this bit down like so. Yeah, I think that's good. Yes, of course it's good. It's good because I say it's good. I know it's good. I said it's good, therefore it's good. Seem to have more energy now. I made myself a cake yesterday, and everyone was like, "Oh no, I don't eat cake. Oh, I'm trying to watch my weight." But then everyone had a slice and was like, "Oh, that's very good cake, isn't it?" Oh, another one. Just mute the sneezes. So yeah, we've got landfill creep, and I think that's... Is it working automatically? Well, I assume there's a lot of thinking that's going to be involved, so I don't see it happening yet. I'll just have to assume it is happening. And that's okay. Maybe I should get one of those mods for self-repairing walls. I don't know about that. I saw a mod for fusion nuclear-powered robots which don't need to refuel. You just load them up with fuel and they run for 21 years because that's the half-life of some sort of thing. But I'm going to call this, I'm going to make a map reference, take off that so I can see it. Right, this is going to be my future oil refining. I will give that icon a name. Excuse me. Oil refining. Oh, look at that. We got heavy water, 10%, 20% heavy water. So we'll give it, I think that's a good symbol for oil refining. Let's get in this and helicopter pad please to that one. Do I have any helicopter pads? I don't have any helicopter pads. I think there's still one in the resource network, so let's request it. Nope, there's none in the logistics storage. Alright. Oh look, I think at this point we can say that considering all the resources available to us, yes, cheat mode is enabled, but I don't think it makes much difference. With all these resources, really. Now I could cheat like an actual bastard and say, oh well, I'm just going to start research this, so I'll cancel the artillery range research for now. Let's have some nuclear fusion theory. You can see my base, which isn't really mega base in size, it is starting to chunk along, so I imagine I will want to have these what do you call it, logistic robots. I want to minimise that. Anyway, basic deuterium extraction and plasma handling. So do that, go there. Now, what's this one supposed to have? Oh, I just saw it. It's supposed to have electronic circuits, that's fine. So one of the things I'm going to do, because I realised it's not friendly on logistic network and therefore it is becoming a part of a chunk on my processor, is where is it? Here it is. This bit here. I want to cut all of this out, like so, and we'll put it in. Where's the stone? Here's the stone. Oh, I just Control Z that. Let's find it again. Where is it? Oh, look, there's a whole bunch of them. They're coming for landfill. Never mind. So they are going to deconstruct that now. But the important thing is I've got a passive provider chest. I'm going to change that into just a storehouse, like so. And yeah, just do this in a few spots, like so. Put some things here, like that. There's those. Chunk, chunk, chunk. And get rid of those. I don't need. Oh, beep beep. Landmines, that's fine. Coal, copper ore, iron ore, sulfur, and uranium ore. So now can I get these to go into the same one? That's the question. Yep, they go in the same one. Just magic myself up some more modules, like so. And it's not physically able to push stone into it fast enough. So if I do 2 of those, that seems to be working. Alright, let's repeat that there, and there. One there, one there, like so. And there we go. Oh, and of course this is coming out much faster than that's going in, so... Oh, but I can only do 1 spot coming out, so... That should have to remain like so. Let's get some more mining drones. I know I've got some in my logistic network, so just request them. 200? Yeah. On the way is 80. So let's have a look at... Don't see the landfill coming in yet. I'm sure I've got this mod installed. If I save the game, like so, and then I've load, land creep, yep, so land creep's definitely in there. And if I go on Factorio mods, land creep Factorio, land creep Factorio mods, places landfill, Roboport range. And there's nothing in discussion about it. So one of the things I was looking yesterday, so I just thought to myself, you know, it's a shame we do all this research for uranium and there's very little to do with it. You can make atomic bombs, depleted uranium bullets, tank shells, and you can do nuclear power. But then later on in the game, nuclear power is not that good, so I think nuclear power is going to be a stepping stone onto the sort of power we will need. And I'm thinking, will this be a good spot for fusion? Who knows? Indeed, really, who does know? Ah, yeah. I was going to call that... Let's call that uranium... do I have a name for it? Uranium load 2. There we go. Although that hasn't been built yet. And I've got those extra mining drones, so let's just put them all in there. Nope, can't put them all in there. Do I have any mining depots? Yeah, I've got some of those. Alright. So let's get some more of these. Like so. And here they are then. Excellent. One there. And there. So I can mine that. And those piles are stowed away. So what we got? Deuterium plasma. Fusion happens. I need a way to get deuterium to those temperatures somehow. This is a plasma heater, deuterium plasma. And a fusion reactor. I think you need a fusion heat exchanger. Like so. Oh yeah, there was a mod called uranium belts, which are even faster than blue belts. Use uranium, so that's an idea to use that resource. So this has got 16 working, that's got 24, and that's got 24 working. And they're being... now that backlog's gone, we see more mining drones coming out. still going down. So, yeah, see that? It's all going down quite rapidly indeed. Whoops. What if I turn that storehouse into a buffer? 40,000? How much you got on that work? Got a bit. Alright, so 1. No, it seems 144 is the maximum that we'll accept. Alright. 144. 144. Like so. If there's any extra stone which gets reached because, say for example, gets picked up from a rock, then that will just make itself available on the network. Now I saw there's more available on the network somewhere, so I'm wondering if it's not coming off the main. I hope it's not coming off the main belt. Let's go all the way down there. No, it's not. Okay. So let's get into the helicopter. And we're going to concern ourselves with building an oil refinery whilst all the research gets done for fusion. Or at least a good chunk of the research gets done for fusion. Well, it seems in order. I noticed it was, when loading, it was significantly slower than before, and I'm hoping that's because of land creep. I like to think that, yes, it's going to be slow because it's that site there. I'll just say, go to that one. Is it going to land? Well, exit, it lands. I know there's a keyboard shortcut which says land please, but well, never mind. Let's just trash that bit. Oh yeah, that's right. We did have a section here, didn't we? So we were going to make all of this flat. So let's do that. Like so. There. I'll bring up logistics. We can see that all of this area is green, which means the construction robots can come in and do as I ask. So now let's get pump jacking. I think that's a word. First of all, we'll put down the oil refinery, so we can say this will be where it is. This stand here. Nerdy game smelting. I don't need nerdy game smelting anymore, do I? Oil refining. Got 2 of those, only need 1. Double module advanced oil refining. Like so. Do that, yeah. Just check. Those oil patches are around about there, so if I put it like so, that should be okay. And because I don't like things being lonely, we're just going to give it a buddy over here in the next city block. And we're going to make sure all of this is lined up So that's just about touching there. Yep, and it's like one there, like so. There we are. They're flagging. I'm not reading all of that, Dave. So I'll just put all of those things there. It's like nice wall of text from wherever. No, it's like you're mistaking me for someone who reads. I can barely be bothered to read the words on the research for Factorio, yet alone. Why do people explain? It's like, hey, you know, you enjoy Factorio, you're autistic, read all this. I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to read. I think that's it. Oh no, there's still one more there. We're going to do it like so. Yep. La, la, la. Oh, I don't have any pipes in my thing. That's okay. Because there's plenty of pipes in the buffer chest. I hope. But I can request pipes. So let's do that. Pipes. Request 100. Won't last very long, but yeah, whatever. It's a good start. Of course I could just build them, seeing as I'm cheating like a dirty bastard. It just duplicates it, of course it does. Oh, this, whoops, no. Well, those do come useful, but I want substations. Yeah, this build's going to be a substation-y build. Like so. Like that. And then... Can I mute you? Mute. There we go. Afterwards, I'm going to show him this video and be like, "Oh yeah, I'm sure that's all very interesting what you're saying, but I'm doing I'm playing a game, damn it! I'm doing important content." Brr. See, this is the thing with Factorio, there is no real end game, so my goal now is, I've never done a mega base before, so let's have a go at one of those then. That looks like fun. I mean, it's a big challenge. You've got to think in certain ways. You have to think your limitation really is actually your computer after a certain bit. Do it like that. Yeah. Whoops. Like so. I could just, if I do that, then that one will go here like so. And what I'm doing at the moment is I'm using pipes just as a guide, and later on the undergrounds can come in. Just to say, like, this is where everything comes in. Like so. Okay, so now I know pipe's in the way. again. Ah, that works. So if it's single pipe, it's happy. If it's multiple pipes, it is not. Hopefully in one of the upcoming patches that can be further refined, because that's a very nice feature. You see, when I put a pipe there and do that, all the other ones get picked up automatically and put into my inventory with certain limitations, which, yeah, I do hope they can fix those limitations. Can it go there? Yep. Like so. Put one there so that these line up. Oh, I think that makes things look a bit nicer, don't you? I'll do the same here. I'm going to check on the timer. Another 7 minutes, okay. My breakfast today is a baked something. Leftover chicken, some eggs and potatoes, yeah. Now, I'll do that there, like so. And this one will be not lining up in the same way. So that this way, that pipe will be separate. Now mind you, when it all gets hit, it's all going to get mixed. There's very little I can do about that. And I did watch a video about advanced oil offloading, or fluid handling I should say, and it made sense. So I'm going to try doing it using pumps and some comparators to try and divide the load equally. But that comes later. Oh, that's fine. Anyway, how's that landfill getting along? There'll be certain areas where it will just make me vulnerable, but don't think it's working really. Oh, they seem to have filled that area in quite nicely. Okay, let's do some of those then. Like so. There we go. One there, and then those shall be like so, and that will be like that. Just like that. in addition to that, I'll have some pumps so that, yes, there will be some going there. We'll have a little reservoir. But that's not where I want the majority of it to be. Sorry, the majority, that's where I want only half to be. I want the other half to carry on here, like so. Yeah, chunk, chunk, chunk. Chunk. And I'll put another one in there. That's filling up nicely. So next up, all of these systems are dependent upon water. And water is this channel here. So we shall do the same job. Like so. And don't have any offshore pumps. No, I do. Just like that. In fact, can I as this is the same sort of layout, same position everywhere, I think I could just go copy like that, put it over here, and that should just work. He says, fingers crossed. Let's have a look at this pipe. Yep, should just work. So it's got water, it's got oil, and it has electricity, so it has all three ingredients needed for the oil refining to start working. But no water is coming into it, which means that this line is not connected to that line. Is that telling me it needs separate water supply? I doubt it somehow. Ooh. You ever get those hiccups when you're hungry? Let me tell you now, if you're nil by mouth for a few days, you'll be hungry and you'll have hiccups. There's water coming in. So now water is coming in. There we go. Got all the water we need. Things are coming on nicely. Right, let's do the same over here then. So, my timer is going, which means it's time for me to check on my breakfast. But first, the factory comes first. I can pause all this. It doesn't need to. Oh, but of course. Well, I'm not going to pause the factory because I want one of those to be flown in. Like so. Let's just check this area. Yep, still good there. Besides, even if it does... Well, anyway. Time to check my breakfast. I'll be right back. And we're back. So, what have we got? We got our oil refinery, yeah. And in this oil refinery, we got 4.1k of that. But it's less than 10. Keep pumping, that's right. And that pump just pumps, and that pump pumps. It's less than 10k. What else have we got? If there's more than 5k, then start pumping in there. Okay. So we got something I can work with. So I just go, yep, that will do. And this light oil is useful. Whoops. Not quite. Going the wrong way. This is the way. Like so. So let's get up to the wall. If the beasties didn't like me before, now that this area is going to be very polluting soon, they're going to like me even less. And a bit of pipe. Like so. Which will just slowly keep on adding to there. And let's put a pump in it so because we don't want the oil that's being bottled, barreled, to come back into the oil refinery. And it needs a pole. There we go, like that. And it's putting oil from there. For now, future consumes more energy than produces, but that will change soon. Yeah. Heating efficiency. Oh, let's just research this all. Sure, it's all needed. Yep. So we'll do all of that. So, in addition to all of this, we want petroleum. I think it's time we can decommission these walls. These walls are surplus to requirements. They shall be decommissioned. Mars. Go up to there. Yep, that's including everything. Shame about the rails, but that's okay, we don't need them for now. And let's repair the damage. So that's going to get repaired. We'll just do all that. So these are still there. Like so. And the reason we're doing that is quite simple. If I put a rail there, yeah, I think that's the way to put it. Control Z on the mistakes. So, put it there. No, can't. So just do one like that. one there like so. Station here. And we'll just connect that back to the 4-lane rail system, like so. And then we see it's complaining, saying, "Oh, I haven't got enough rail to satisfy your demands." Whoops. Is that still recording right? Now it is. Got a bit of letterboxing there. Oh, not to worry. I'm hoping that this will record okay. I seem to have changed the size of the window. Anyway, if we have a look here, that's all going fine. You see this patch of stone? Oh, 5 million stone, that's more than enough for what we need. So, let's start making some things here. Helicopter. Got a helicopter? There's a helicopter. Come pick me up. What's that complaining about? Oh dear. So we'll just fly over that one, ignore it for the moment. Here's where we want to be. So we'll stop it there. I think that's the last one. There we go. Or I could do that. Yeah, that'll work. In fact, why am I doing this anyway? I could just be... like so. Here comes the construction robots with rail networks. So I could have put in the buffer chest, but I decided, no, the buffer chest is only for the wall. Right, so what comes next? Just gonna build some of those. Nope, not there. Like so. Oh, that's a nuisance. No, I've done it the wrong way round. I prefer it to be like all of them to be fairly uniform, which means we're going to do the same here, like so. Not much to say really. Just going to focus on these pipes and pray that my sleep is not interrupted tonight. Unfortunately, other people have started deciding that they too shall wake up early in the morning. That's one of the things I miss about the drugs, is I'd go to sleep very early and wake up before anybody else, so I'd have an uninterrupted night's sleep. I'm thinking to myself, there's something to this early to bed lark. Let's put the grid on so I can see what I'm doing. Can't do it there. So let's go up there instead. So one there. I'm going to ignore that warning. I'm sure it's just a landmine that got hit. I said I was going to ignore it. No, pylon. Oh well, such is life. I shouldn't be building a robot network outside the wall, but there you have it. What a mad lad I am. Ah, the first powered pump. Oh, that's a bit silly. Let's put pipe in instead. No. Z. Like so. And that creaking sound tells me that the fire's going, so... Oh, that's okay. Yeah, that's going to burn now, that's fine. It's got to that stage now where it's just a little bit too cold and the thermometer tells me it is this temperature in your room and I don't feel it. Mind you, I could be feeling the cold on account of I'm still weak and recovering from more surgery. Oh, actually, at some point I do need the stitches out for me. I try to pull it out, but it's tugging on something, and it was really painful. So I'm like, that feels like it's attached to something inside. Perhaps I should leave that alone and get one of the experts to pick it for me. But again, well, that comes later. First comes the Factorio. There we go. Oh, no, I prefer that was slightly better aligned. Now, let's just go to Nilaus unloading, train unloading, that's what we want. Hopefully, there should be a, guide, train station designs.
Welcome to Factorio.
And let's have a look at the paste bin. Blueprint used in the video, paste bin, let's try that then. Copy the raw. Thanks Nilaus for doing all this work for me. Put it in there, and let's have a look at this. So we got ourselves a red belt, blue belts, liquid stations, that's what we want. So let's get a locomotivo. Yes, locomotivo. I think I will have rocket fuel here, but we'll have it produced locally because otherwise the logistic network will just be doing something silly, and I don't want it to do that. So let's take that off. So we'll call this. You know what? I'm going to call it oil load 5, and I'm going to start renaming the other stations. Not now, but I will be doing it. In fact, let's magic up a bit of nuclear fuel. There we go. And put the fuel in, like so. Don't know what that will do to the acceleration or anything, but I know it'll last a good long time. So there is that. Somewhere here, that's what I want. Right click on that. Left click on that. There we go. No, that's the same shade of dark. Put that there, like so. So this, yeah, great. Oil load. In fact, what if I put load first? Load. Oil. 5. Let's give these logical names, shall we? So I don't have to wait for the combinators to come in, but in the meantime, let's get this all powered up and running. And put a bit there. So these pumps aren't going to do much at the moment. So it's all just going in there, and then they're going in. In fact, is it? It's not filling up the fluid like this. Oh yes it is, that one's filling up. So it's uneven, but once these arithmetic combinators come in, we can have a look and see what's happening. I think the idea is supposed to divide it equally to say that, well, you've got more oil than me, therefore I'm going to stop pumping, and it will just evenly distribute amongst all the places. But as it is at the moment, it's all seemed to be going this way because that pump has got a greater priority than that pump. Don't know how it works, but there you have it. And I'm going to put efficiency modules in these. What if I put productivity modules? Yeah. Very productive. Lots more pollution. We like pollution. Pollution annoys the locals. And if there's one thing I like doing, it's annoying locals. There we go, like so. I'm going to come to your planet and I'm going to tell you how things are going to be. Why are you guys oppressing me? There we are. No, I don't think we'll bother with beacons here. That's just getting a bit silly. Lots and lots of that's coming through. That's all good. And we'll just do a bit of this. Because why not? It's a bit of fun, isn't it? It's a bit of fun. So. Oil must flow. There's oil, lots and lots of oil. Come here. Now we see this is the. Ah, but look. So what's that saying? Each. So that symbol is each. Is it? Each divided by -1. Oh, look, that's divide plus minus. So this is just saying each. -1, -1, -1, -1. No idea how that maths works. So I can't really say. But the fact is now, that's got 25. It can't bring any back, so it's not. That's got 18. That's got 17, it's got 19, that's got 19. So really it's balancing the load between that one, and that one. And then this one is the last to fill up. So what if I was to have upsy dupsies? Like so. Oil coming in. Ooh. No, this the oil's going to deplete eventually. So I'll wait for that to happen. I'm going to put pumps in between each of those. I think that'll be a lot of fun, that. But eventually all the oil from that's going to get pumped into there. Yep, all of those are full. Let's go a bit further. right to there. There we go. Oh, I'm missing a pump. That one's filling up quickly. Oh, there's just magic another pump in. Can't be bothered to wait for the construction robots to fly up. What? All the way from there to there? I mean, I know the robots are fast, but yeah. Logistics, that's where I'd find a pump. So we've got offshore pumps here somewhere. Come on, where's offshore pump? There's a pump, and just pop you there. That's filling in nice and quickly. Likewise, that one's the same. Like so. So now that's doing that, let's consider over here what we're doing. Branch line coming off, that's what we need. Like so. And a straight rail section. There it is. Oh. One is in the way. I think I can manually bodge that. Come on, there it is. Right, so let's get the helicopter flying over. That's full, that's filling. Eventually, once that's done, that will start to fill up. It's just like 23, 24, 25. This one pretty much the same. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. And that one's done. And these ones just fill in through osmosis or something, I don't know. They call him Osmosis Jones. No. Hey, look at that. Perfect. Oh, this will even give us some extra train stops as well. So this one is going to be called, when, in fact, can't be bothered to wait, so you are just going to get built. Oh, I need some rails as well. Like so. This one's going to be called Unload Oil 2. Copy that. And let's get the unload station. Let's have a look at what he's done. Where is my unloading train stations? This is the one. And this one unloads, like so. Yep. Of course it renames that. Unload oil 2, like so. I wonder if this will actually be part of the blueprint. That would be interesting. Anyway, we'll have that go to a local reservoirery, yes. More pumps, please. Like so. Yes. Now, I know what you're thinking, oh, you could put a pump there. Yes, I could, but that would make all of this unbalanced. So we shall not do such a thing. And now, yep, they're picking up the construction robots because I said I only want maximum 50. Like so. No, that won't be compatible with that. Let's just have a few running contrary. Is that right? Yep. Do that there. That should create a nice system. Well, it's creating a system, that's for sure. So we'll have an entry go there, yeah, and then someone go in there. In fact, just go crazy with pumps. Why not? Pop one in there. That's dealing with most of it. And we'll get one there. One there. There. That's all the pumps. Ooh, it's not all the pumps running. Like so. Now this one will have some. So again, we're going to run a line from here. Like so. train has appeared. And oil is... How did oil get in here? Well, there is oil... Not sure, but this should be running in the continual loop now. Very peculiar. But eventually all that oil will be sucked out of it. Yes, quite. Anyway, not sure how you got there, but you are not welcome. So that's oil unload 2. Now we'll get the helicopter out of the way. I don't need to fly to the train to do this part, but I'm going to do it because it's fun. Speaking of fun, let's do this thing again. So all of this is in our domain, so we shall say, pick this all up please. Sweep it all up. That's it. 16,000, 18,000, 19,000, 24, 33, 44. Oh, look at that. That's a nice bit of... Just go to there. 111,000. So that's all marked for sweeping up. And I'll go to this area too, which we can't pick up, but that will happen in time. We know 111,000, so yep, the construction robot's going to be busy for a bit. And now we'll do, so you are going from load oil 5, full cargo, at weight condition, no. And then you're going to unload oil 2, empty cargo, like so. Yep, same speed as rocket fuel. I think just nuclear fuel has a bit more, let's have a look at it. Rocket fuel has got 100 megajoules of power, 1.21 gigajoules, that is order of magnitude more. And that's all offloading very quickly, but that's in the way. Brr. Hiss. Brr. I think I'll just do one there like so. Okay. So. As petroleum gets overproduced in these networks and I can't be bothered to reconfigure it, we're going to have a solid fuel. So what do we need for solid fuel? Solid fuel is here. Chemical plant. How would I do it? I think here's a good spot. And I want beacons in between them, so like so. I think I want these feeding directly into rocket fuel assemblers. Like so. Well, that's nice. A care package has just come through, along with some coronation chicken, which I was just thinking about, so that's lovely. It's a solid fuel from petroleum gas, like so, yeah. I want to put some beacons in between. Oh. Now, if I had this all using the same fuel, it'd be a bit smarter, wouldn't it? Anyway, the output of this shall come to there, like so. I have no idea which way it's going to out. Oh, I'm told it will come a certain way. So I do one there, one there. I think this will work. Cross his fingers. It's not wise, but I'm having a go at it. I'm having a go at my own novel design of something new. Put that there. And do the same over here. Except it will be at the wrong angle, so that's why we should really do it from here. Some pipe segments, like so. Right, so now we've got solid fuel working away and feeding into those as it should do. Now we just need light fuel. So as you can see there, it's slowly churning away, making me that rocket fuel. And then oh, there's some rocket fuel. Ah, but that's not coming out. Now there's probably much better blueprints for making rocket fuel, but don't need it to be much better, we just need it to be somewhat functional. Not there. Like so. There we go. There's only a little bit of light oil. Oh, the rest is being... Is there a way I could say... So all this light oil is coming here and it's going to various places. Hang on. Let me figure out where light oil is going. So all the light oil is coming here, and it's going to these. But there's not 5k. It will only pump out if that... So I want to change that value to... I think 20,000 would be a good one. Like so. But the thing is, the oil refinery is constantly making oil as well, petroleum as well. So now this means that, yeah, you'll be getting light oil, but that's all full. So you're not going to do anything with it. And that's, when that reaches 5k, that will start to produce again. But if I look here, the bottleneck again is petroleum. Petroleum. Alright, so if I do a local store of that, like so, and copy all of this. One, two. There, like so. So now there's plenty of place for petroleum, or now refining can still keep going. Okay. And as this area is getting more developed, I want it concrete. I want it concreted. I'm getting all confused with what I'm doing. Copy. Map. Those two. Copy and place here. Like so. I'll go over that and just magic up 2 buffer storehouses like so. And I'll look at that. Now the logistic robots will wake up and go, oh yes, you want a lot of stuff, don't you? Let's get you a lot of stuff. So there we go. We've now got 23,000 logistic robots all waking up and going to the concreters and saying, yeah, the stuff you're making, we need it all. Or we need a significant portion of it. So where are those logistic robots? Well, here comes some. Here they come. Going for the concrete. Yep. Going for hazard concrete, going for refined concrete. Quite proud of that factory. I made that all myself. So you've got plenty of stone, so it's not going to run out of that anytime soon. I could in fact downgrade that to one of those. There we go. Well, I just heard something tick. The fire is lit, but it's not got much air. It's choking on cardboard ashes, which is why you can use a little bit to get it going, but after that you want something else really. So let's see, where are these robots going? Why are you flying back? I didn't give you permission to fly back. They're all going to their nearest roboport. Because yes, you don't have enough charge to fly over. So even with their extended batteries, it's not enough. And now they're all slowly coming back. Silly biddies. So let's have a look at that. 3.7 gigawatts. Well, that's all going to fill up quickly, isn't it? That is no longer necessary, as we now have a system that brings in oil locally from where? It's here somewhere. There it is. There's our local oil insertion point. And we've got a pump there, so yeah, it's just happily pumping away. Well, that's already a decent chunk of rocket fuel. Let's just follow this along. It's always fun to watch these. So it's at the train station. Oh, look at that full cargo inventory. There we go. That's more like it. Locomotive is out of reach. there. And it's emptying, with those two being slab the two to empty. As this is full, these two are all quite full. So it's all full up. Let's have to move on. We can see that's how much we used of the nuclear fuel. Zoom. That one should fill up sooner than this. And it has. Very good. Right, I think it's time to start building cold and cold liquefaction as well. Not that we need such production, but I'm sure we'll find a use for it. Okay, so like I said, cold liquefaction. So we will have a coal facility here. Yep. Is it here? Tidable coal liquefaction. Yes, like so. All of that's quite busy at the moment. So what if I? Well, where is a good place to put it? Is it here? I think here's a good place. Right, let's Control Z that. So let's keep these. In fact, no. I want the facility to be here. I want the facility to be here, and instead of the solid fuel boiler, I'm going to do a petroleum gas running boiler. Just do that. Fly away. Should have that blueprint book somewhere. Let's get rid of that helipad as well. So we'll have 4 inputs. Yeah, I think 4 would be reasonable. And I want it coming in like so because I don't know, I'm just a bit fussy. So this is tileable. That's taking water in. That's the line with. Don't know what these lines are actually. That lines up with that. 3. That's the fourth one, like so. Okay. Let's just check the logistics network. Nearly all of it can be built, but not quite. And they're feeding in from the local buffer warehouse. Yes, so the local buffer warehouse contains pipes and lights and all other sorts of useful things. And those logistic robots are still busy. Some of them still haven't figured that. Have they got enough, just enough energy to cross over? Still picking up another 816. They've picked up all of that they want. And they picked up all of that. That's very good. So this is making 60 a second. And let's get the gas boiler. Oil boiler makes 90 a second. So that's making 60 a sec. 60, 120, 180, 240. So 240 with oil boilers will be 90, 180, 270. So 3 oil boilers will produce sufficient quantity of steam. Right, so this one here, steam's feeding up into that, like so. Water comes in like so. Here's the heavy oil, so we can get rid of that. Right, now let me think about this. Where is the oil boiler? There's the oil boiler. Steam. Steam. I think better is steam. Going to arrange this way. Like so. Water. And this goes into water there. I'm going to redo the water because I want this to line up with that. No, do not connect. Do not mix up the fuel and water lines. Do not pass go. Makes things a bit more complicated, but come on, I'm sure there's a way I can do this without contaminating one with the other. Will that make a difference? Well, it's not going to be elegant, but it's going to work. There. That'll work. Okay, so now it's just a case of cutting out that part. And then superimposing this onto it. Fish out the bits we don't want. Place them with the bits we need. That's what you do when you modify someone's blueprint to suit your needs. Oh, we're doing it so I can work with my mods. Working with the mods I've got, I think these gas boilers are better than the solid fuel boilers because well, I just think they are. There we go, I got myself a mod. Oh, that bit's not the same. Oh well, deconstruct all of that then as well. Like so. Now, copy this bit. So. No, not quite. Try again. This bit's all going to be the same. Like so. Water comes in here. And oh yeah, that's right. good because that's in the way. So put you over there, do that. I demand more. And because I'm faster than logistics robots, yeah, let's just magic up some more of those. I think we've established that I am capable of playing the game without the cheats. But let's face it, sometimes you'd be stuck waiting a long time to do things. And to quote that popular catchphrase, ain't nobody got time for that. Here they come at the landfill. And I do have time when it comes to watching construction robots doing their job. Just waiting for him to fill things in. Let's have some offshore pumps, shall we? Where are those? It should be in logistics, or maybe it's production. There it is. Ah, of course it's production, because offshore pumps produce water. Realised a problem. You can't fit offshore. have to go like that. I'm going to redo all of these pipes because that's messy. Ugh, what a mess. Hey, oh yeah, I deconstructed that bit. But you know what? I've got some of my own to play with, I can do that. No. There. Now I know what to follow. That's going to be a problem if I do that. Let's get rid of all these bits. Okay, so that's water going everywhere. But we do need a bit of heavy oil as well. So heavy oil. Oh, ouch. Heavy oil. Heavy oil comes there. Or there, or there, or there. That's going to keep on going until it runs out of heavy oil. So I need a system in place, a pump, as it were, just to moderate this thing. So if this ever gets to, if it's greater or equal than heavy oil, and then 1,000. That stops that. So next up it's petroleum oil. Petroleum gas, I should say. Ah, marvellous, it fits perfectly. Like so. Let's just work on the last vestiges of that. But this won't work. It needs gas to run. That's got gas. So now it needs coal. Do one there. Do one there. Okay. I don't want any logistics. Oh, maybe I should just use coal for these trains then, if I don't want to use logistics. Alright, no, I could have a long belt. Then I'd have to have it looping on itself, I think. We'll think. We will think of something. Yes, we will think of something. So I once have one of those big fancy warehouse deals. So I think that's a great system I made. Just like that. Copy. There's a bit of crap around this which I don't want to copy. So let's just do that, like so. And hopefully, as this is all in the grid system, it will work nicely. One hopes. I don't know where the train will be. Vodka. I don't even know if that's a real sweary or not. Right, so I've done that. Get a train. Bit more rail. Like so. Like that. Now let's get a locomotivo. Cargo wagons, please. Not requesting any cargo wagons. Oh well. So now I've done that, let's go back to the offloader. This one. Don't know. Yep, that works. So I want a belt for rocket fuel. It doesn't need to be blue, it's just blue's what I've got on me. Oh, that's going to be annoying. Going to have a lot of these underground belts will need to be used. But that's the deal we're making. Because for whatever reason, I'm like, yes, it will be sensible not to use underground belts in this build. And probably I'll find out later, it's like, actually, it's more efficient to use logistic robots than it is belts for UPS builds. Probably so. But the thing is, I know what the logic is. They may be like, oh, you want some rocket fuel? Well, I'll just go over to here because you've got a lot of rocket fuel over here. You've got a lot of rocket fuel here. And you've only got a little bit of rocket fuel there, so I don't know how it works. I think a lot of this has to be guesswork. There it is, those belts are there. There we go, so that should because it's going that way. That's alright, can go the other way around. No. Obviously went to all that effort and then it was the wrong way around. Oh, diddums. Diddy-dums. Now, I wonder if this is going to create some sort of issue because, well, it's only going to be there intermittently. No, I don't think it'll be an issue. I think they'll pick things up as and when they need it. So this is going to be the offload station, and got 4 there, got 4. So I've got to compress that into these 8 into a 4. And then offload them here, yeah. Do it here. What's that? Show FPS. There we go. FPS is 450. UPS is still fit. Oh, okay, so UPS is doing all right. Excitement. Not much excitement. That land creep is not really doing much, is it? I mean, you'd expect something to have happened by now. Oh, look, no, something is happening. That area. No. What about this? This is a natural coastline. No. I don't think it's actually doing anything. No, it's not doing anything. Such a shame. Well, I think once I get all this done, I'm going to have fun in revising all my train stations. Now that I've got a new logical naming scheme, which before would have been over the top, but as you can see, we've got a large number of trains now, to the point where it would necessitate such a thing. So chunk, 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 chunk. Do that. Like so. This will need one. Like so. Honestly, you ignore these people and then you get a suspected spam caller. So I'm going to carry on ignoring them. Hope you enjoy. I really hope that ringtone's not copyrighted. God, imagine that. It's like your video's got copyright strike because the X-corporation is like, you're using our ringtone in your video. We get royalties. Just that's the way the world works now. That's one of the worst inventions of AI. That and the questions of click all images on all squares which contain a bus or a cat. It's like, no, you're just trying to do this to make a more effective AI system. It's like Skynet. It's like, click on all the images of Sarah Connor. We laugh about it now. Oh, I'm going to enjoy that coronation chicken soon. That's it. There we go. Right, so now let's just pray. Let's pray I'm smart enough to figure out how to do a mega base, eh? Otherwise this will have a disappointing non-conclusion to it. I'll just follow that line along like so. Oh, I'm quite happy with that. We'll do the same, let me see, do the same here. Like that. So now let's just rename this train station to, it is an unload, coal, and how many coal unloads do we have? I'm going to call this number 3. So in addition to all that, I've got this system. Now how do I incorporate that into here? Oh, I know how. Warehouses to the rescue. So, got ourselves a warehouse, like so. Some poles to power. Like that. And these poles need power. There we go, that's all Dory and the hunky. That's right. Now, we'll do a 6 and no more. Like so. And let's see, that's 8. Wow, that takes up a lot of room. My friend was referring to his whore stepmother as the monkey. It's funny because she looks like one. Also, she's a whore. A living whore. so. Do that. Chunk, 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 chunk. Chunk, chunk, chunk. Chunk, chunk. Now I just have to wait for the construction robots to diligently do their job. However, I was to remove that, like so. And then, nope, still covered in other areas. But now this bit is no longer part of the construction network. Oh, it still is a bit. So let's do that. So these have come all the way with the yellow belts, but I've already upgraded them. Oh, so they'll come there, fly, and then stop, and then the local ones take over. I don't think this plan's going to work, sadly, so let's just repel the damage I did. All of the damage. Like so. Let's try and get one of these lines working. Missing one, there we go. So that's one line of coal. Now we got one split into four. Let's follow that along, shall we? Here it comes. We have coal liquefaction. Success, success, coal liquefaction. There we go. So we've got coal and heavy oil and steam in. And we have more heavy oil, some light oil and some petroleum gas coming out. Marvellous. And then with the heavy oil cracking, we get light oil, and then we get petroleum. All comes out into here. As you can see, there's plenty here. Really is plenty here, isn't there? Let's put a pump to make sure that the output of such only goes a long way. There we have it. And I think that's as much as I want to do, really, because we can fill in the other the other coal stations later. You can see with this one, it's lacking steam. And it's lacking steam because that has just not got enough petroleum gas. But the thing is, there's a little bit of light oil, so that's coming out. What if, instead of those, no pumps? There's a pump at the end, so that's all we need. So this will allow some of the petroleum to backflow, which will go into the steam boilers. And now, there's enough petroleum gas for it to do its job. So if I go here, this bit still needs steam. No. The steam runs contaminated water. How did we do such a... Oh no. That's going to be a pain in the arse to sort out. Oh, let's try and do this before we close the video in frustration. Bits. Do the same up here. That make a specific one. Yeah, this will be okay. Pipes and pipes. Yep. Oh, but that'll get rid of those pipes. That's okay. We're going to copy the pipes from other places. So for example, we'll copy all of that. Put on steam and heavy oil is getting to where it's needed. Ah, but that's excellent. Joy, happiness. Plenty of coal going in. In fact, more coal's going in than's coming out because it's 6 going into 4. And we've got ourselves coal extraction. There we have it. So I could probably have put those pumps back in, but you know what? It's all working. Thank you very much for watching. Let's do more of this some other